Senate Majority Leader John Thune has emerged as a key figure in advancing President Trump's agenda. With the House of Representatives currently in recess, Thune sees an opportunity. He aims to push forward key priorities like border security, energy, and defense. This proactive approach signifies the Senate's commitment to enacting Trump's legislative goals. Thune's strategy centers on passing a budget resolution that aligns with Trump's vision. This budget would pave the way for legislative action on critical issues. By prioritizing the budget, Thune aims to demonstrate the Senate's commitment to fulfilling campaign promises. He wants to deliver tangible results for the American people. This move positions the Senate as the driving force behind the president's agenda. It also highlights the contrast between the two chambers of Congress. The House grapples with internal divisions, while the Senate, under Thune's leadership, projects an image of unity and purpose. The success of Thune's strategy remains to be seen. Can he unite the Senate and successfully navigate the legislative process? Will his leadership be enough to deliver on Trump's promises? These questions loom large as the Senate takes charge of the president's agenda. The Senate GOP has proposed a $340 billion budget plan. This plan directly reflects President Trump's priorities. It allocates significant funds towards border security and national defense. This budget proposal highlights the Republican Party's commitment to these key issues. The budget prioritizes strengthening border security. It allocates funds for increasing the number of Border Patrol agents. It also includes funding for enhancing border security infrastructure. This includes the president's proposed border wall. In addition to border security, the budget prioritizes national defense. It proposes substantial increases in defense spending. These funds would go towards modernizing the military and bolstering national security capabilities. This reflects the Trump administration's focus on projecting American strength internationally. The proposed budget has drawn criticism from Democrats. They argue that it prioritizes border security and defense at the expense of social programs. Despite this opposition, the Senate GOP remains determined to pass the budget. They view it as a crucial step towards fulfilling campaign promises and delivering on Trump's agenda. While the Senate advances its budget proposal, the House of Representatives faces challenges. House Republicans are struggling to find consensus on their own version of the budget. This internal division within the GOP highlights the difficulty of legislating with a slim majority. Disagreements within the House GOP revolve around the issue of tax cuts. While Republicans generally agree on the need for tax reform, they differ on the specifics. Some advocate for deep tax cuts to stimulate economic growth. Others prefer a more fiscally conservative approach, concerned about the impact of large tax cuts on the deficit. These disagreements have led to a legislative stalemate in the House. This delay could have significant consequences for Trump's agenda. The inability of House Republicans to present a united front could hinder the passage of key legislation. It also undermines the party's ability to effectively govern. The division within the House GOP presents a stark contrast to the Senate's more unified approach. This contrast further emphasizes Thune's strategic positioning as a leader capable of delivering on the president's promises. Senator Thune's decision to aggressively advance President Trump's agenda is a calculated risk. By taking the lead while the House struggles, Thune aims to demonstrate the Senate's ability to govern effectively. However, this strategy is not without its risks. One risk is the potential for further division within the Republican Party. If the Senate passes legislation that fails to gain support in the House, it could expose and exacerbate existing rifts within the GOP. This could weaken the party's overall legislative power and hinder their ability to advance their agenda. Another risk is the potential for Democratic opposition to derail progress. Although Democrats are in the minority, they can still influence the legislative process. They could use procedural maneuvers to delay or block legislation. They could also attempt to rally public opposition to the Senate's actions. Despite these risks, Thune's gamble could yield significant rewards. If successful, he would solidify the Senate's role as a functioning legislative body. This would strengthen the Republican Party and potentially enhance his own standing as a leader. The Senate and House are on diverging paths, setting the stage for a budget showdown. This clash tests Republicans' ability to present a united front. The outcome will impact Trump's presidency and the country's direction. Success hinges on unity and securing enough votes. Negotiation and compromise are crucial, especially on immigration and defense. The Senate must counter potential opposition from Democrats. The House must resolve internal disagreements and coalesce around a budget plan. Overcoming these challenges will determine the fate of Trump's agenda.